Our next comic is the producer of this show. Very exciting. Yeah. She I have to read the thing. She wears a lot of hats. She wears a lot of, oh, these are figurative hats. These are figurative hats. These are not literal hats. Okay, take me seriously. She wears a lot of hats. She's a stand-up actor, improviser, producer, writer, director. Again, the producer of the show. And this fall, she's making her directorial debut in an upcoming play called Fairy Fall Theater. Give it up for Samantha Dippold Peluso.
Hello. I feel like I need to be wearing hats now. Like next show, I'll bring like 3 and just change them a few times. How's everyone doing? Good? Yeah? 29th of June, so we're like coming to the end of the first half of 2016 already. Isn't that fucking insane? I keep thinking you're retired, so I'm like, you probably didn't know. You're retired. All right, good. I'm happy for you. I am. I really am. I don't want to live through this one. But this has been a big year. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a big year for me personally. January, I celebrated 15 years of marriage with my husband. He's laughing now. If you came home, you should be like, this poor man. And February, I turned 40. Yeah. I'm getting more claps in this show. Last show was like, I think I should clap, but I feel kind of bad for all the girls. It was much more of a girl audience than this one, and it was funny. I was like, it's okay. I recognize that I've turned 40. But 40's tough. Like there's just something. I thought 30 was bad. Oh, for those of you going on 30, it's nothing. All right, go to Vegas. Go to Vegas. Go to Vegas. Drink as much as you possibly can so that you spend the rest of your life trying to determine which stories really happened and which ones your friends are making up. But, because I have no children. We have no children yet. We're planning to try soon. But, 15 years of marriage, and 40 years old, it's kind of like, well, guys, what the fuck? I mean, to say the 4 parents are annoyed is putting it lightly. I think some are just pissed off. Like my dad, I know, is like, I want to be a grandfather already. Like, I've been retired for years. And some have just given up hope. I think my mom's kind of there. But it's okay, and I don't blame them, because, my biological clock isn't just ticking. I mean, the fucking alarm went off, and I keep hitting the snooze button over again, and it's so busted up that it's being held together by a roll of duct tape, It's my clock. So, but yeah, I just recently lost 26 pounds. I know. Shocking, right? How could I be 26 pounds heavier, right? I mean, I'm so thin already. Shapewear. Good shapewear. But I didn't join a gym. No, I downloaded an app. It's called My Fitness Pal. And she's a nagging bitch of a woman. She is. She nags you. If I don't enter my breakfast, I get this little ding on my phone that says, you haven't entered your breakfast. Would you like to enter it now? Translation, I know you ate that French toast and bacon this morning. Now enter it in so I can tell you how many miles you're going to have to run your fat ass down the street. Tell you, apps. So many apps, like dating apps. Oh my God, there's like one for every person in the dating world. Who here is dating in general? Like, I'm not going to pick you out, I just want like a... Do we have dating people? No? Everybody is happy, and you guys are all liars. Clearly you've not had enough to drink because you're not being honest. I feel bad for you guys. I do. I feel so bad because it's such a crazy world. Like, oh my God, there's so many sites and apps that there's one for literally every type of person. Like one for Christians, one for older people, one for pig farmers, one for lonely tree fuckers. My mom created a profile on the Lonely Tree Fuckers app. She's been a lonely tree fucker for years. Obviously, I'm kidding. She's not really lonely. But have you guys heard that term, fuckable? Like whether or not somebody's fuckable? All right, I get it, like, you know, initially, but how does that translate when your kids ask how you and mom met, you know? Went out with my bros, we hit this club. Looked over at the bar, there's this chick, we all agree, she's solid 6. She's fuckable. You know, we went around the club and, you know, drank and danced, and it was getting late, and most of the girls left, so I went and talked to this girl at the bar, and we had a few drinks. I asked her if she was DTF. She said yes, so we went back to my place. I got it in all night long, and it was so hot, we just knew we were meant to be. I was shocked when my father told me that story. That's why I'm on the stage, right? I'm so damaged. But no, I actually did have a lucrative career at one point for about 15 years. I worked in advertising, worked about 90 hours a week, and decided, nope, I'm going to follow my dreams. Before I turn 40, I'm going to start at it. So a couple of years ago, I quit the biz, and now I'm performing for all of you fellas. But, you know, it's hard though, because it's not like you go to an office every day, you know, so I try to keep myself socially engaged. You know, like I play a lot of Star Wars Battlefront on my Xbox One. And, you know, it's great. It's also a great way to kind of vent frustration and anger, because you kill a lot of other unemployed people in the middle of the day. It can also be a source of anger, though. Like when the same fucker kills you over and over again, and it's like the 9th time, and you see your dead body on the ground, and it says on the screen, killed by Pickle Pants 14, and he's doing this like weird like computer dance over your body. I didn't even know I could make my character do that dance. And what's with that name? Like, why were Pickle Pants 1 through 13 taken? I fucking hate Pickle Pants 14. If you play the game, look out, because he's a fucking asshole. But yeah, so I have this problem. I'm gonna be clear, direct enough. I have this problem. I can't trust my ass. We had a great trusting relationship for years. We did, and then about 10 or so years ago, this fateful day, things changed. I was at a Rite Aid, and I had a fart. And it was one of those Rite Aids that's like 2 stories tall with like the steel beams. So the acoustics are ridiculous. Like you can drop 6 times, you know? I had the aisle to myself, and I knew it was going to be a pillow fart. Side note. In our house, we have names for certain farts. There's the Mort fart, which is exactly what it sounds. Mort. The horn. The popper, which is, you know, very much like popping a, you know, cork out of a wine bottle. Then there's the Harley. And then there's this, the earthquake, which really isn't about sound, it's really about vibration. We have this bisectional couch where I could be on one end, and my husband or his brother could be on the opposite end. I'll be watching TV, and literally all of a sudden it's like, did you fart? Or did we just have an earthquake? Disgusting, yes. Impressive, though? Fucking head. And the pillow fart is, you know, exactly what it sounds like. It's this soft, quiet, fluffy... This is where silent but deadlies fall. And it was going to be a pillow fart at Rite Aid, okay? So I had the aisle to myself, and if someone came in the aisle, there was an old guy all the way at the end of the blood pressure machine. I was going to, you know, peg the smell on him. So, like, I had, Houston, we were a go. This is literally what happened. It echoed across the store. Okay? I would have my little basket filled with my things. I dropped said basket. I beelined for the door, and I've never been to that Rite Aid again. And I've never trusted my ass again. And since then, we've had some developments. A few years ago, I started laughing out farts. Yeah, that's not embarrassing. It's like, you try to laugh harder after that's like, oh, my funny laugh was ha 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 ha. You know, and everyone looks at you like, you farted. And just last week, actually, I was in the ER. I swear to God, this is true. Thought I had appendicitis, and was told that I had an ovarian cyst combined with the fact that I was so severely backed up. So my husband is now telling everyone how it's scientifically proven on a CAT scan that his wife is full of shit. Yeah. Oh, he's always getting material from me. So yeah. So I worked in advertising. Back to advertising. And when you work in any industry, you know, you over-evaluate the hell out of it. So I'm sure the people that, you know, that make road signs, you know, look at other road signs in other states and be like, oh, you did this wrong, you know. See, it's the same thing with advertising, you know, you over-evaluate everything. So there's certain ads that really get to me. Here's some. FedEx, when there is no tomorrow. First of all, that's some dark shit. Second of all, it makes absolutely no sense. If there is no tomorrow, we don't need you, FedEx. We'll be dead. Choosy moms choose Jif. The rest of you moms, you don't care. You don't even know where they are right now. You're drinking. The United Colors of Benetton. Anyone remember that campaign? Yeah. Like kids from around the world, from every culture, holding hands, and it would say the United Colors of Benetton. I know right now you're like, come on, what's wrong with that? It's a beautiful campaign. I'm going to show you. I'm going to pick on you since you're sitting front and center. Are you wearing Benetton?
No.
Racist! She's a racist, everyone. We're watching you for the rest of the show. You guys, racist. And then Ajax, stronger than dirt. You're a cleaner. You're supposed to be stronger than dirt. I mean, maybe they're onto something. Maybe we should be a little more direct like that. Like maybe you men don't need the best shave you can get from Gillette. Maybe just Gillette, sharper than hair. Or what about Old Spice? Better than your BO. Even the Matthew McConaughey Lincoln ads can be worked into this, okay? Left the studio late. There's skies, saw a comet. With my Lincoln, I'll be right on time. Lincoln, faster than walking. I mean, does anybody else feel like the world, and I'll include myself in this, it's just getting dumber? I mean, you know, for example, one of my best friends in college God, she was so excited. We're at Penn Station. She's looking at the subway sign. And she goes, can you imagine that? Taking the train all the way to Jamaica? She said, my friends took a bus to the Bahamas once. So of course I was like, I think we should go tomorrow. Let's get packing. So we packed her suitcase. She thinks I packed mine. And right before we get on the train, I'm like, oh, I forgot our hotel reservation. I'll meet you there. I get a call like 2 hours after that, because this is before cell phones. She had to find a payphone. And I just pick up the phone. I'm like, hello, man. Everything Irene. She still hasn't talked to me since. And I've done the same thing. I did it with Luciano Pavarotti. I was furious that people were paying to hear him sing and were talking about him like he's this wonderful man. And I'm like, he's a murderer. What's wrong with you people? Like, that's even worse than like the Woody Allen and Roman Polanski thing. Like, what's wrong with you guys? So when he died, I was like, that's right, fuck you, motherfucker, douchebag, princess killer. And my husband was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, he killed Princess Di. He's like, that was paparazzi. I swear to God, never heard of him. And I will admit that when I imagined the whole thing, I heard him singing in his car. So that's my time. I'm Samantha Dippold Peluso. Thank you so much.